Everybody, I don't want to make a video trying to be negative and trying to put anybody down, but be like, oh, if you like this, you know, you're wrong. Because at the end of the day, this is my opinion. This is how I feel. This is, just me. I mean, you don't have to feel this way. This is just how I'm feeling after the update and how I feel about the current state of just Genshin. I've made multiple videos, right? Talking about endgame, talking about Genshin right now, why I'm bored, how I'm playing other games, telling, waiting for a really good update. And I was sitting up last night and I just started thinking about it, right? I just started thinking about how Genshin is and how the last two updates, 1.2, I mean not 1.2, 1.3 and 1.4 have been I think extremely lackluster. And I'm gonna break it down why and tell you why I think that and why I feel this way. So let's look at the content, like just all the updates, like all the updates. 1.1 came, we got a story, we got more story, four new characters, two 4 stars, and two 5 stars. All right, we got a bunch of new like things like little gadgets and things like that. We got a bunch of new like things added. Like I can't remember all of it off the top of my head, but they added story. They added something to the story. They added events. And I don't know if events still. I think events still then costed resin. But they added story and all this stuff. And so I wouldn't say that's the greatest update. I wouldn't say that's the best update, but they did do it, and it was nice. Especially how they added two new 4 stars for those free to play people, because not every free to play person can get a 5 star, believe it or not. That takes months in preparation, but that was nice. It was a pretty good update. And then I think the best update came out, 1.2. 1.2 added a whole new region for one, added new characters, events that didn't cost resin. It was a culmination of so much stuff. Other than the last 2 weeks of 1.2 where we had nothing to do, 1.2 is so good. The Chalk Prince and the Dragon storyline, Albedo's little quest thing, it gave so much lore to Mondstadt and Venti and I think I said Venti. I don't know if I said, but Venti, Duvall, how Mondstadt, and then I think wasn't it, I think 1.1 actually had unreconciled stars, but also gave um lore to Venti and stuff like that. So like that was nice. But then 1.3, and I love the Lantern Rite. I loved the Lantern Rite. It was really nice, really beautiful. But dude, Lantern Rite was literally, hey, give me a Zhao Lantern. Hey, give me a Zhao Lantern. Hey, give me a Zhao Lantern. And you may love Tower Defense. If you do, cool. You probably love Theater Mechanicus. But for me, I don't like Tower Defense. I just didn't like it. You know what I mean? I don't really like tower defenses like that. I prefer hand-to-hand combat, getting in there myself. So that's just a personal preference. All right. Theater Mechanicus, though, I would say is a nice, cool game mode that I think should have stayed around. It would have gave something to do. But here's lies the issue. 1.3, other than Lantern Rite, which was an event, temporary thing, what was added meaningful? What meaningful thing was added to 1.3? A few bug changes, you know. I think what I don't even know if it was condensed resin, stuff like that. A few changes, a few like in an event. I don't think running around doing a bunch of quests was fun. It wasn't really fun. It was a bunch of fetch quests. It was a bunch of give me a Zhao Lantern, blah blah blah. Oh, I'm arguing with this poet dude. Oh my god. Oh, blah 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 blah. I'm trying to entertain these kids, and this dude, he wants to draw shit. Like, I don't know. It was just boring. I don't know, like, how y'all feel or how everyone else feels, but I know for me, what I enjoyed about Genshin was exploring characters, the lore, and the story. Those four things, I think, or five things, could be five. I miscounted probably, are what made the game very interesting to me. And yes, we got some lore in terms of Zhao's story, but other than Zhao's story, which took me like 2 days, what was there to do? Like, there was nothing to do, and I don't like how basically 1.3 and 1.4 has been just, oh, events, events. That's literally the whole content of the event. Oh, Windbloom Festival. Like, I'm sorry, but like, there isn't anything meaningful. There is no new domains. There is no new 4 stars. There is no, well, 1.4 there isn't Rosario, but it's like, do you see my issues? Like, for free to play people, if you've been playing this whole game, you probably got your 5 star, which is either Zhao, Hu Tao, Ganyu, Child, whatever, whoever. You probably got your 5 star, and you're probably cruising. But when's the last time you've seen a 4 star? 1.1. When's the last time we've actually seen a continuation to the story? Like a true Archon quest. 1.1. Yes, one like the events do like some of the events like Unwrapped Stars, Chalk Prince and the Dragon, you know, they do give us like lore. So I will say those events were great. But Lantern Rite, yes, it gave us lore to Leeway and what happened in Leeway, but for the most part, the in between of that lore and gameplay has been just fetch quests, which suck. Like, I'm just sorry, that sucks to me. And so it's like I'm sitting here in 1.4 and I'm seeing the same stuff already. And for me, it's like, yes, that's cool. And I think DS Gaming said last night in one of his videos, I'm entertained. Yes, I am entertained, but am I having fun? No. I think fun. I forgot how he described it and said it, but I think fun is you actually engaging with the game and actually doing something because you want to, not because the game basically is like here, and you're like, oh, that's cool, huh? That's funny. Like for example, the liar, like Windbloom itself. Like I love Windbloom. I love Mondstadt. I love how it's giving more lore to Mondstadt. But little mini games and stuff is like boring. The only thing I found cool was where is it? It was it's right there. Yeah, right there. I forgot what it's called, but I think it's like the peculiar thing. It's something peculiar something. And the only reason I like that is because I kind of like Fall Guys, which is basically just little game modes with Fall Guys, and it's fun that you get to fight a little boss at the end. But like for the long term, it's not really fun. It's not meaningful. Like, when's the last time we actually did something with our characters? When's the last time you actually went out to actually get some materials for your characters? Other than if a new character's coming out, I don't really actively try to do anything. Like I can go do artifact domains, but that's so fucking boring. Why even do that? You know what I mean? I think I made a video about artifact and how I hate artifact in the end game right now. So it's like, yeah. But I think, and this would, and honestly, I honestly think this is about to be over. Like this, oh, just events. This dry spell we're going through is about to be over with 1.5. I'm not gonna speak on leaks. All I know is that if the leaks are true, if all this stuff is true, I think 1.5 is finally gonna be the real deal content update that everyone seeks and needs in this game. And I hope that MiHoYo finally have gotten their stuff together to the point where they can drop consistent updates and consistent like content. Cause if you realize 1.1 was cool and all, right? It was nice. But then you can see a constant downfall. Like you see a constant like downward slope if you look at it. Like for example, 1.2. I mean, not 1.2, 1.1, sorry. 1.1 we had Child and we had Zhongli. We had two 4 stars, Diona and Xinyan. Next update, 1.2, only two 5 stars. No 4 stars. Ganyu and Albedo. Next update, yes, we have two new 5 stars, but they had to put another banner in between just to finish Hu Tao. And don't get me wrong, we probably don't know why they did that. But if you had to ask me, they probably had to finish Hu Tao. They weren't ready for Hu Tao. So you know what that tells me? And it no, and then you gotta look at it now. 1.4, no new characters, other than other than one 4-star, no new 5-stars, just a 4-star. And it's like they were not ready. I don't think they were ever. I don't think they were really ready. If you ask me, I don't think they were ready for this amount of people to want to play their game. This amount of people to show up and actually love their game. I think the constant steady like decline in like content and updates is showing how they're trying to fill the gap. 40 days. Because if you really think about it, what I think Vintage is 20 now. Vintage is 20 now, not anymore because it's been, but it was 20 days, and so I'm assuming Childs is going to be 20 days. So if Childs is going to be 20 days, then that means this is going to be a 40-day dry spell basically, unless they add something cool, unless they add some random stuff to make this content update really good. It's dry. And I think what they're doing is filling in time to get out stuff for 1.5. I keep stuttering. I don't know why I keep stuttering. But honestly, I think 1.5 is going to be the real update, and I think 1.4 and 3 have been just filler. And I remember, I forgot who said it. There's a YouTuber who said it. They said like, oh, 1.3 is looking like filler, and at first I didn't believe them, but I see why they said it. I understand why they said it now, because there was no real meaningful content. There was no domains. There was no artifacts. There was no real real anything, real initiative. I think what the game needs right now, like I said in multiple videos now, is something that's meaningful to character progression or story. Something meaningful to character progression or story. That's it. Need something that's meaningful for our characters, or to the story. And so I think that's the issue with 1.4 and 3. There was nothing meaningful. There's no real content to last people. You can keep people entertained with these little party events. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, this is beautiful. This is really beautiful, especially the menu. But for so long, you can keep people entertained. You can only keep people entertained for so long. Eventually, you're gonna have to make something that's really fun. That's just me. That's how I feel. The Hangout event was actually pretty cool. I did like that. But for the most part, it's been lackluster. It's really meh to me. That's just how I feel. That's me. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing. We're like at what, 130 something? I can't remember the last time I checked. I've just been, chilling, playing games. But yeah, that's all for me. Peace out. See ya.